Hello, my name is Eric and welcome to a beginner's leg day routine for upright Bowflexes like this. This is a Bowflex Xceed, but you can do this routine on a Bowflex XTREME or a PR 3000. And in today's video, we are going to be doing 6 different exercises, 24 sets in total that are going to go from our calves to our quads to our glutes and even some optional ab work at the end. So 24 sets in total, and that might sound like a lot, but all you have to do is follow along with me. I'll be narrating everything as we go, and we'll be working out to this clock right behind me here. Each set is going to be 25 seconds long, and then after that we're going to have a rest period where we can get adjusted and drink some water, and then we're going to have a couple break periods throughout today's routine as well, so you can catch your breath and also to reposition some of the weights. So there's also going to be little previews of the lifts on the screen as we go. All I need from you is just your best effort, and we're going to need a couple attachments. So first thing you're going to need is this leg extension attachment, which we'll be using for a couple of our lifts in the middle of this routine. So I'm going to go ahead and set this aside. And then we're going to need a yoga mat or towel, or maybe if you're on carpet, you might not need this. At the end of our routine, we're going to be lying down on the ground and we're going to be doing some leg pulls and then an optional crunch in there. So if you got a yoga mat, go ahead and grab that. And finally, we're going to be doing some squats today, and you can use the squat bar if you'd like, or you can just hold on to the handles. So if you want to use the squat bar, came with your Bowflex, looks like this, and then you got these little straps that clip on here. I'm going to have a link to a video in the description if you need more instruction about how to use the squat bar. But for most of this routine, you don't need that squat bar. You can actually just hold on to the handles for all of it. I'll be kind of mixing it up a little bit, doing the squat bar for some and then holding the handles for others. So we got a 4-minute warm up coming up, and then we're going to rack up our resistance and get into our routine. I'll see you right back. All right, let's get it going with some high knees. Now, high knees are kind of an exaggerated march where you bring those knees up to about chest height, alternating back and forth, and we're just trying to get our body warm and the blood flowing. Now, as we do this, I'm going to be showing you a couple of lifts we're going to be doing today. The first is a squat, which is kind of a classic lift, hitting our quads and our glutes. And after that, we're going to move into some calf raises. And then after that, some lunges. Lunges are either hated or loved by people. I'm going to be showing you a few different variants of how you can do lunges, so hopefully you enjoy them too. I love a lunge. After that, then we're going to do some leg extensions where we're going to put our machine back together, and then some leg curls. And then finally, we're going to end up on the floor doing some leg pulls with an optional crunch. So those are our lifts today. And let's get into some body weight squats up next here. And for this, you're going to stick your arms out in front of you, and then you're going to drop and raise up. Now, as you do these, I want your heel firmly planted into the ground. If your heel lifts off the ground, that's going to cause a lot of pressure on your ankle joint, your knee, and then your lower back. So you kind of want to lean back a little bit as you squat down, and use those arms as a counterbalance. And ultimately, you want your shin almost pointing up, straight and down. There's going to be a little angle. Hopefully not too much. All right, so those are body weight squats. We're now going to move into side squats. So for these, you're going to wind up your legs, and then you move from side to side, kind of squatting on one half at a time. You're going to be stretching out those hips. Let's do a few more. Try to go nice and low here. All right, nice. So next, leg pulls. So for this, you can hold onto the Bowflex because you're going on one foot. And you're just going to pull your leg back. Get a nice stretch in your quad here. And now let's go ahead and switch legs. Nice. All right, next we're going to do some knee pulls. This is kind of the opposite of a leg pull where you pull your knee in towards your midsection here. And again, you can hold on to your machine as well if you need it. And then I also like rotating my foot or my ankle here at the bottom. Get that nice and loose. All right, let's go ahead and switch sides here. Pull that knee in towards your body. Loosen up that ankle. All right, and now we're going to move into a forward fold. For this, you're just going to have your legs a little bit wider and shoulder width apart. And then you're going to reach down towards the ground and try to touch the ground or your toes if you can. If you need a little bend in your ankles or in your knees, that's okay. Let's hold it for just a little bit longer. And then as we come out of this lift in just a second, I want you doing whatever exercise or warm-up position you need today. And that could be a torso twist, a neck, or a saucer. And let's move into that now. I'm going to do some torso twist to wrap it up. All right, so we got 2 minutes here to rack up our resistance and then get into our first exercise. So for a heavyweight setting, I'd recommend either 100 pounds or maybe even a bit more, depends where you're at for your legs. A medium weight setting, I go 50 pounds, and a lightweight setting, I would start out with 30 pounds. And there's going to be a lot of opportunities to adjust our weight setting throughout today. So I'm going to be racking up actually about 120 pounds. I've been really working on my legs a lot lately in preparation for this routine and others like it. So let's get this all racked up and in position. And then for my pulley position, I've got my pulleys running through the middle or second widest position up on the top, and then the middle pulley down here at the bottom. And I've got my normal handles clipped in here. And partway through this routine, I'm going to clip on my normal squat bar. But for now, I'm going to use just these handles. And also for the squat bar, if you need more instruction on how to do squats with that bar, I'm going to have a link in the video because it's not the most intuitive thing in the world. So I've got my machine all racked up, and we're going to start with a squat. So what we're going to be doing is I like having my toes just off the platform here, and then I'm going to grab these handles, and then I'm going to pull them up to about shoulder height here, and then I'm going to just drop down into a squat position and then raise up. Now, if you're really struggling with this, you can do a body weight squat. That is totally fine. Everybody else, I want you squatting with the weight here. We're doing this for 25 seconds. You got 10 more seconds. Keep at it. All right, nice. So that was lift number one. Might have been tough. Leg day is not meant to be easy, but all you got to do is just stick with me through all this. So our next lift is going to be a calf raise. We have a little bit longer of a rest period here so we can all get acclimated with this lift. So for this, you're going to stand with your toes on the platform here, and then you're just going to hold the handles, and you can have them at waist height, or you can bring them up a little bit. You're just going to go up on your tippy toes and then drop down. And you can even bring your heels all the way down to the ground if you'd like for a heel drop, or you can just do a calf raise. And you can also do this just as body weight if that's what you need. All right, so our next lift here is going to be a lunge. So a full weight lunge is going to be bringing these the handles up to your shoulders, and then you're going to step back, barely tap your knee on the ground or just above it, and then raise up. So this would be a step back lunge. And then another variant is just going to be a body weight lunge where you don't have any resistance, where you're just going back and forth like this. And this is still pretty challenging. If you need a little bit easier of a lunge, grab these handles here and you're going to step out, and then you're going to let the weight pull you back up and in. So this here would be an assisted lunge. So whatever lunge you're doing today, let's work. So these assisted lunges, they pull you back towards the machine. That's going to help you stand up nice and tall. So, all right. So we had 45 seconds between each of those lifts. Now we're down to a faster or shorter rest period here. 25 seconds now between each lift. And we're going to run those back. Squat, calf raise, lunge. Squat, calf raise, lunge. So let's get in position for our squats here. All right, let's squat. Think about how this weight feels. If you are really struggling at this point in time, you might want to drop a little bit of weight here. All right, so we got our rest period now before we go in the calf raises. So if you need to adjust your weight, go ahead and do that now. So we're still pretty early on in this routine. 4 of our 24 sets down, 20 to go. Let's get in position for those calf raises. Here we go. Raise it up on your tippy toes and drop. Nice. Lunge is up next. And from here, this routine is really going to be picking up pace. So you're going to be through it in no time. So just stick with me. Keep pushing yourself. And let's get in position for those lunges. Again, choose your flavor of lunge here. I'm going to be doing a step back lunge with weight. Here we go. Let's lunge. Nice. Squats up next. Let's get those hands all through the handles, pulled up to those shoulders, and now let's squat. Whew. Keep working it as we're moving to those calf raises up next. Shake it out. Breathe nice and deep. All right, let's get on those tippy toes and drop. All right, another set of lunges coming on up. All right, team, let's lunge. Let's go. Nice. All right. Now I'm going to throw the bar on here so we can see what that looks like. All right, let's go, team. Last set of squats here. This is lift number 10. Go at a pace where you know you can finish, but also push yourself. All right. Almost to that first break. Let's get in position for those calf raises. Now let's raise it up. Nice. All right, one more set to go until we have our nice break period. This will put us at the halfway mark. So let's get ready for those lunges. Again, whatever type of lunge you need. Weighted, body weight only, or even the assisted lunge. Let's do this. Last set. Here we go. All right, here we go. We have our 90-second rest period where you can grab some water, do what you need to do here. Whatever that is, keep your head in the game here because we're over halfway done and I know you can finish. So let's go ahead and start racking up for our next exercise. And we're going to be putting our leg extension attachment back on. So we've connected this all up. And now what I'm going to do is I'm only going to connect the weight from one side of my machine. And the reason for this is our first lift is going to be a leg curl. And in a leg curl, what you're going to do is only one leg at a time. You're basically going to be sticking your leg through the machine. And I like put my hands on the seat and then resting my head up against the bench. And then I'm going to curl this weight up. Just like this. And we only put on half the weight because we're only working out half the body at a time. So here we go, everybody. Let's go. Leg curls for 25 seconds. Now what I should have mentioned on these leg curls is this foam roller should be just above your knee, and then the other should be a little bit above the back of your ankle. And this here is adjustable, so you can raise it up or down just a little bit. So we're going to switch sides now, other leg, and we're going to be doing some more leg curls. So again, get in position, find a position that works for you here, and we're going to curl it up. And if you haven't found a good way to do this exercise, don't worry about it. Just keep trying to find what works for you and catch up with me when you get there. And that might mean skipping a couple reps or sets. Just make this leg curl work for you. All right, so we just did 2 leg curls. We're going to come back and do some more leg curls in a bit. Before that, though, we are going to be doing our leg extension. So we got a little bit more time here. And all we have to do here is now connect the other side right down here. Let's add that weight in too. So we have the full resistance on our machine. And then we're just going to sit down here. And I like putting my hands underneath the seat as I extend this weight out. And so I've got now a bit more weight on than the leg curl because I, well, double the weight. And we're just going to kick our legs out here. And then let it drop. Now for a little bit more difficulty, hold those legs out and then slowly drop it back down and then explode upward and then drop. These always feel easy to me for about the first 15-20 seconds, and then they get hard near the end. All right, so we're going to be doing another leg extension. Take a little breather here. All right, more leg extension coming right up. Here we go, let's extend. Nice. Okay, we got a little bit longer of a rest here, and that's because we're going to go back to our leg curl. So first thing is drop your resistance back down so you only have it on one side. And again, for these leg curls, find what works for you. And that might mean a little bit of adjustments going on here. Again, this foam roller at the bottom, there's a few holes where you can raise or drop that until you find the right position for you. So again, for me, I put my leg through, and then I've got this foam roller just above my knee, and then I lean on my bench, and then I raise it up here. This is a great exercise for isolating your hamstrings and your glutes. It does take a little bit of work to find the right position on this machine for that. So we're going to stay with it. Final set of leg curls. I believe this is going to be set number 18, 75% through. Here we go, let's curl it up. All right, let's go ahead and hook our other side of our resistance back onto the machine, and then we're gonna have just a little bit of a rest here. Now I must admit this routine is appearing to be a little bit harder than I expected today. I've got a good sweat going here. I hope you're finding it challenging, but not too difficult. Let me know in the comments what you think of this routine when you're done. When you're done, that is, because we have just a few more sets to go. Let's go ahead and extend those legs out. All right, short rest period here. So our final set of leg extensions coming up, and then we have a 1-minute break where we're going to then get repositioned for a leg pull with the optional crunch. Alrighty, here we go. Let's extend. All right, nice work, everybody. We got a 1-minute rest period in here. I'm gonna go ahead and remove my leg extension, or weight from the leg extension. And then you can leave the attachment hooked up. I'm gonna remove mine just so you can get a little bit better view on camera here. And then I'm going to grab my yoga mat here, and we're going to get in position for our final exercise, and that's going to be our leg pull to crunch. So let's hook back up our handlebars here, and then you're going to open up this handle, and then you're going to put the top part of your foot through it, and then you're going to lie back in a crunch, and then you can either just pull the weight here, or you can even add a crunch in there for a little bit more difficulty. Now I can already tell I need to drop my resistance a little bit. Let's finish the set. All right. So adjust your resistance as needed. I'm going to drop by about 30 pounds here. And then I'm going to be in the exact same position. Use the other foot though. And then again, we're going to be doing some leg pull. Pull it up, kind of that high knee motion. And then you can do a sit up or a crunch with this if you need more challenge. All right, we got 2 more sets to go. Let's finish out strong, team. Move it to the other leg. I know you got this. If you've made it this far, we're in the home stretch, the easy part. Let's get in position. And now let's work. Final set coming up here. Switch feet. You are almost through it. Give me all you got for this last set. Now let's get in position. You got this. Final set. Let's pull and crunch. Ten more seconds. All right. Excellent work, everybody. Way to go on your beginner's leg day routine. And like I said, I think this routine worked out to be a little bit harder than I thought. So great job for finishing. And if you did, please go ahead and give this video a like. Drop a comment below. I always appreciate that. Before you do, though, don't forget to remove your pot rods from tension. Keep them nice and strong, just like you. Again, thank you for watching. Be good to yourself and be good to others.